Today's boxing is Enemy Coast Ahead, Operation Chastise, The Dambuster Raid, 1943 by Jeremy White. I've just had to restart this because I've just had another game on the table and the rules are just shocking. I've just been looking forward to playing it so much, and I just wanted to do a right rant about it. So after 2 minutes I thought people are on here to look at this game, not to hear me ranting, so I've just stopped and started again. So difficult to get hold of at the moment. It's on P500 on GMT. It's also has a sister game, which is Enemy Coast Ahead, the Doolittle Raid, which I have got somewhere. I'm just looking for it at the moment, but I can't see where it is. Fantastic game, the Doolittle Raid, which made me want this because I was born very near RAF Scampton, where the Dambusters left from. So I am looking forward to this one. It's been difficult to get hold of. As I say, I got it on eBay, and as you can see, it's a brand new copy. I think it came out in 2014, but even before I've played it, I know it's the same system as the Doolittle Raid, so I would recommend getting on P500. Let's get it to the printers. Solitaire, specific game. Operation Chastise, if anyone's not aware, was the name of the Dambusters Raid. I've also got the book by Max Hastings, so I'm going to read that as I'm playing it. Not literally at the same time, but you know what I mean. So we've got details of the boards there. Solitaire game depicting the mission, and it's like the other one, it'll be done in parts, which you'll see as we open the box up, I'm sure. Game scale, individual Lancaster bombers, air crews and crewmen. Players 1 to 3, so I'm guessing you can play that co-op. Yeah, it can be played with 2 or 3 players, either cooperatively or competitively. Can you breach a third dam? But to breach even a single one. Solitaire suitability 9, complexity 6. Jerry White's games walk you through the game, so it might be complex. You won't feel it when you're playing it, because it'll do it bit by bit and slowly introduce you to it. Chits look very similar to Doolittle Raid, which we'll see in a moment. So let's open the box. Time varies from 7 minutes per tactical turn, 1 hour per flight turn, 2 weeks per planning turn. A map is point to point. Let's have a look in the box. Nice little note as you get sometimes on the GMT games to say it's been packed. Page 3 of the rule book as the New Zealand and the Australian flag switch, so just about a play tester on there. That's nice they've taken the time actually to say that one of the play testers has been named incorrectly. So we've got the rule book, which again, as you'll see, it's fairly thick, 47 pages. You won't need to go all through all of this, so don't think you're going to have to sit there and read this book for weeks and weeks before you understand it. Player aids, so the flight map marker, it's the flowchart of how you play it for the different scenarios, 1 to 5, 6 to 9, scenario 10. Type map marker, so it just tells you about all the markers and what the meanings are. These are what we call them on here, but they're like dice roll tables, so it corresponds with different things that you do as you play in the game. Similar with this, they'll be for different portions of the game, so you can see there, that's the end game, scenario 10, planning turns, that's modification, so that's the planning phase, that's going to be, I believe. Flight turns, take position, and then flight turn. So yeah, that one's for flight turn. The other one looks to be for the planning. And this, I'm guessing, is going to be for the approach. Yeah, attack turns. Yeah. So yeah, as you see, these walk you through it. So I'll show you when we get to scenarios. That makes it easy. It's a way of holding boxes. Different dams. So you can have up to 6 waves of your Dambusters. Different counters. The counters are pretty good, but yeah, I didn't have any problems with the other ones. They punch out quite easily. These are the same. I do tend to clip them, but you don't really need to. But I have gone through and clipped all the Little Raid ones, double-sided counters. Lots of counters. That's because you have the different phases of the game. So let's talk more about the phases. Let me just 4 dice, some baggy somewhere. That's a wooden dice there, or wooden feel to them. So this is where I said it's very easy, because what you need to do is follow the scenarios in turn. And you can see scenario 10 is the campaign game. So scenario 1 is just the attacks on the dam. So it starts you sort of at the end phase, and it'll then bring you into, so these will be on the different dams. Scenario 2, an attack on one of the other dams, and the soap dam. Second attack on the soap dam. So all these first ones play very, very quickly. And then you've got diversionary force, flight. And then you've got the flight added in. So that's the flight to the main force. To the reserve force. The Dambusters raid, which combines scenarios 6 to 8, you see. And then finally, once you've done all those, you do the full campaign. So by this point, you're used to it. The only bit you learn is the mission planning blotter here. So these bits you've already played. So yeah, don't find this game daunting at all. It's very good with all these games in my experience. Walking you through it. So this is the board, which I think is a mounted one. Do a little guide. So I'm guessing it will be in the reprint, one single side. I think it will be, yeah. So it has all of it on there. So you've got all your planning turn there. You've got the flight map. You do that. So you're planning, you go through the flight map, and then you've got your target, your attack on the different dams. And that's all to do with the attack turn as well. So yeah, it's that, in some ways that makes it easier for me to record a playthrough if I do that on this one, because with the Doolittle raid, you're swapping about a bit. Most of it, the flights and the you have the naval and the planning bit on the Doolittle raid, but then the attacks take place on separate little maps that are sideways on. So I suppose it could be done just, but it's a lot of swapping about, which is why I've not done one. But yeah, quick playthrough, and I'm really excited about this game. As I say, I really do enjoy the Enemy Coast Egg games. Shame there's not any more come out, but just checking I'm not getting mixed up with. Do you remember why I did Atlantic Chase as well? I'm sure. Yeah, I was just concerned I've had a mistake on that. Again, Atlantic Chase, another one that's very good with the scenarios, as it eases you into it. And I think he's working on a follow-up to Atlantic Chase based in the Pacific. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'll get these counters punched and I'll get this on the table very soon. Thanks again.